Hey guys, I am in my hotel. We flew out of Lafayette. We had to fly into Houston. From Houston, we made it to Philadelphia. We got in at 11 something that night. We took a cab down to this hotel, the Ground Plaza. They accidentally overbooked their rooms. So we stayed at the Sheraton. King-size bed, chair here, water, a computer. We have our bathroom here. They paid for our night. They treated us very well, and then they upgraded us to the executive suite for the next few days. Sink, toilet and tub, flat screen TV. Nice. King-size bed with a crap load of pillows on it. Desk. Check out our view. That's a little creepy, being up here this high. So we woke up the next morning. I walked Krista down to the convention center. From there, I headed to my right. And I made it through Chinatown, which I took some pretty cool pictures down there. This big Chinese archway thing, all Chinesed up and whatnot. And then I walked down a little bit further. I found these cool sculpture things. There was 4 dragons raised up on poles. Chinatown is, it's Chinatown. I don't know. I'd never been to Chinatown before, and it was interesting. So I kept walking, and I eventually hit the Independence Visitor Center. So I stopped in there, and I went and looked through all the brochures and whatnot to see what I could find to do. I ended up going to Independence Hall, the Congress, Philosophical Society. Right here we have the Philosophical Society. There's the man, the myth, the legend, B. Franklin. Oh yeah! The Independence Hall and the Congress, which is all across the street over there. I found a few statues. There was the signer, which is dedicated to all of the signers of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. And then I found the Commodore John Barry statue, which is inside the square of where Independence Hall and Congress is. I think it's called Washington Square. He was the father of the Navy. Then I went to see the Liberty Bell. Checking out the Liberty Bell here.
What was on display inside of Independence Hall?
I was going to wait for Krista to go and see that, but first time I walked past, there was a long line. And whenever I came back, or probably right after lunch or something, there was nobody there. I seriously just walked straight in, and it's free. So I went ahead and looked at that. I went to the free Quaker meeting house. That was pretty cool. It's an old house where the Quakers used to meet and worship. Down at the Quaker meeting house, this is where the Quakers would come to worship. Just a small little church-like building. It has 2 stories. Pretty cool place. Then coming out of there, I found Ben Franklin's grave, which you could pay $2 to go into the graveyard and see. Or if you just stand right outside the gate and look down, there's Ben Franklin's grave. So you don't really have to pay the $2. $2 just is a donation, really. It helps them to keep the grounds clean. Then I went down to the U.S. Mint. That was interesting, kind of boring, very hot. We saw them making some pennies. Then I went down to the Federal Reserve of Philadelphia. Security at these government agencies is ridiculous. I couldn't take video footage or photographs in there, so I couldn't really show y'all the exhibit. It was kind of interesting. They had a Money in Motion exhibit. It was basically a bunch of electronic screens, and they kind of give you a little bit of information. You can interact with it and whatnot. There was this cool column of shredded paper dollars. It was a good time killer because I was getting late in the day and I was tired. I had to stop and get some pizza because I was hungry. It was like 3 o'clock, 3:30. I hadn't eaten anything except for breakfast that morning. I stopped and got a slice of pizza down at Jake's Pizza. Getting a bite to eat, guys. Decent pizza. I just got 1 slice of pepperoni pizza. Cost me $2.81. Last bite. It's not bad. And then I kind of got lost a little bit. That's usually how I sightsee. And I made my way back to the hotel. We took a nap. We found Alma de Cuba, which was a Latin American food, and I had some lamb. Krista had some tuna. It was good. Then we headed over to the Naked Chocolate Cafe. Junk in the trunk? Belgian waffle toffee goodness. Nom nom nom. Which was really good. So then we came in, crashed because we were tired. I woke up and I went walking. Found a big giant clothespin. It's a big giant clothespin. Some monument. Not too sure exactly why there's a clothespin, but it's there. There's a lot of statues and sculptures and stuff like that. There's a Benjamin Franklin, the Craftsman, where it has a statue of Ben working on something. Wasn't too sure exactly what he was working on. Then I found this exhibit. It's an art exhibit. It's put there in 1997 called Your Move. They took a bunch of game pieces like Dominos, Sorry tokens, bingo chips, Monopoly pieces, hat piece. This is the wheelbarrow. That's the iron. I went around and geotagged about each different sculpture on Goala. And there's a cool statue there of these people being crushed, but then they keep holding their hands higher as more people are on top and whatnot. It's called Government of the People. That was really neat to see. Then I went and met Krista for lunch, and we went to, it's the Reading Terminal Market. Basically this big building, and it's like a giant food court. They have probably 50 different vendors in there. So we stopped at Olympic Euro, and that was good. We got some ice cream down at Bassett's Ice Cream, and we got Irish coffee, which was very tasty. And I just kind of went wandering again. I found the Friendship House. There's a statue of Mary Dyer there, who was hanged in 1660, I believe. So I geotagged her. And I kept walking, found another statue, the Kopernick, who was a Polish astronomer. Went to the St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church. Big, awesome church. This place is amazing. That's where the reader stands. Huge all the way down. Up top in the dome, there's artwork. Biggest pipe organ in Pennsylvania. It's just amazing here. Then I went down to Logan Square, and they had a big fountain thing there, and that's where like the free library is, and the Museum of Natural Sciences, and stuff like that. But as I was taking a picture, Krista called. I went all the way back to meet her down at the convention center, but on my way back, I found a Holocaust Memorial. So as I was making my way back, I went through Love Park, found Krista. She wanted to go down to Chinatown, so we went down to Chinatown. She found a Chinese arts and crafts store. Chinese arts and crafts, guys. And she got some paper. These are like little bags, more little bags. More little bags, or these are actually bigger bags. And we went down to the Independence Visitors Center and we watched a movie, and Krista fell asleep on it because she was dead tired, so we walked back to our hotel, which was a long walk, and we took a nap. We went downstairs to the concierge and we asked them, how do you get to Gino's and Pat's, the dueling Philly cheesesteak place? And she was like, oh, those are tourist attractions, you don't want to go there. You know, I want to take you guys to get a good Philly cheesesteak. They're like, oh, okay, great, where are we going? She told us to go down to Jim's.
Tomato provolone.
Alright.
It was the most delicious beefy sandwich I've ever had in my entire life.
We ate 2 Philly cheesesteaks, and they were good. And then after that, we went down to Franklin Fountain and got a ice cream dessert piece of goodness. It was good, not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. And then after that, we waited for a bus to pick us up. We took that back to the hotel, we came in, and fell asleep. Since we got the executive suite because they overbooked, they brought us a plate of fruit. Enjoy from the general manager. His name is R. Who wants this? I'm gonna give this away. Somebody can have that. A couple of other things that I want to point out about this place. I forgot my razor. And I got a disposable razor, and it only has 1 blade. I shaved last night. This was a bad idea. Cut myself right there. Got a bunch of bumps right around here. Cut myself again right about there. This may be kind of gross. The bloody rag. Nasty. Along the side here, along the walls, next to the bed, over here and over here, there are no outlets. I like to use my sleep cycle application on my iPhone. Even behind the lamp, you have to go way behind the bed to find an outlet. Other than that though, this is a nice hotel. We had a good time in the city of brotherly love.
Scenario at this time, please double check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened.
I figured I'd do a little vlogging in the bathroom here.
Hey, subscribe! And don't forget to rate this 5 stars! Favorite this video, leave me a text comment! And also, please give me a video response! And share this video with all your friends on YouTube and elsewhere.